Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Ask a Care Manager. My name is Ryan Abramski. I am the Business Development Director, and I'm joined as always with Teresa Jackson, our Director of Care Management. The both of us work for Easy Living. We're a home care and care management agency serving the Tampa Bay area for over 20 years. As always, the Ask a Care Manager series is brought to you by our friends over at the Senior Living Resource Magazine and their website, the SeniorLivingGuide.com, your one-stop local and statewide resource for all things senior housing and health. Anything from home care services like we provide here at Easy Living to assisted living facilities, memory care, senior health, and care management services. Again, just like Easy Living, check out the Senior Living Resource Magazine and their website, SeniorLivingGuide.com. So, Teresa, we're back. Last week, we had a little gap because we had a storm scare here in the Tampa Bay area. So now we're back on track. But fast approaching is the Thanksgiving holiday. So typically this time of the year, we start to see some more inquiries for home care and care management-based services.
Yes,
and
we do.
for that is because families typically start to see some of the relatives they might not have seen for some time or maybe all year. And I know a lot of families and some people are participating in maybe like a socially distanced Thanksgiving event this year. But for those families that are maybe visiting some of their elderly loved ones and haven't seen them in some time, we wanted to maybe go over some things that they can look at that might be some red flags when they visit them and things that might indicate they need some more help around the home. So, Teresa, as a care management expert,
Yes.
and doing this for a long time, you probably have seen everything under the sun. So what are some things families can look for when visiting their elderly loved ones?
Well, I mean, this is such a, like you were saying, very timely topic to discuss because, you know, a lot of people will be going home to see mom or dad. And what I don't want to have people do is to be too critical. I know when we were talking before, we talked about, well, maybe the house isn't as clean as it used to be. Well, and I think about my own situation where, you know what, I can't clean the house and vacuum and, do everything as often as I used to. So, I might let it slide a little more. And so my house may not be as clean as it used to be. So when you come visit, you might notice things. So you have to be a little bit mindful and respectful of the physical changes that somebody's going through. And, people will adapt and they might lower their standards just a little bit because they want to be able to stay at home as long as possible. And that's okay. And we need to, like I said, we need to keep that in mind. But some of the things that you do need to look out for and what I would consider to be red flags would be just the overall appearance of how your loved one is doing. So some of the things that I have noticed with clients is that maybe they're not showering as frequently. So, and I would often make the comment, you go at Thanksgiving, you go at Christmas, and you see mom's wearing the same outfit and she hasn't changed. It's not that she has her one holiday outfit on, but she hasn't changed from Thanksgiving to Christmas. There's definitely a sign there, an issue there, and people think, well, that's just crazy. No, that is something that I've seen.
And I think it could be two different things. It could be either A, they're forgetting to take a shower, or B,
Correct.
They might be afraid to take a shower.
Correct. Is there evidence of falls? Maybe that table that was over in the corner is no longer there. Well, what happened to it? Well, maybe they fell on it and it broke, so they got it out of the way. I don't know why it is, we're here in Florida and so many homes I go into have glass tables, chairs with wheels, and that's just a combination of an accident waiting to happen.
Absolutely.
So if you see unsafe situations or risk factors for falls, go ahead and, don't go in there demanding, oh, you have to move this rug. You could trip over it because, mom's been picking up her foot for 40 years stepping over that rug. You might trip over it, but only until, there might be more physical changes. It's almost an automatic muscle memory that mom's foot's going to, raise a little bit higher when she goes into the kitchen because that rug has always been there. Now, it doesn't mean that the rug can't be a risk factor, but, just when you go in and start demanding, you're not going to get very far. You have to go in there and be respectful. So again, other things to look at, is there expired food in the refrigerator? Medications, and I found this to be a situation with a client before where it appeared that he was taking the medications correctly because it was Tuesday and the pill box was open on Tuesday. At a deeper dive and a more thorough investigation, he had not had his prescriptions refilled in months because he had been canceling his doctor's appointments because he couldn't get there. So you're looking at some medications and look at the expiration date. Maybe they expired last year, but the bottle's still full. That in itself, maybe the doctor said, don't take that anymore. So they stopped taking it. So then you might want to talk to them about getting rid of medications that they're no longer taking. The car, if they're still driving, are there new dings in the car? Has the bumper got a dent in it? There's scratches on the car. Maybe there's accidents that they've had, and they're not going to tell you. They're not going to tell you, but you can.
Just like when you were 16 and you got a little fender bender dinger.
Exactly. Now don't be fooled. Yeah, because I've worked with clients that they in their 90s and never had an accident and never had a ticket, but they were getting lost. And so you have to. With cars, if you have the OnStar availability to hook up to a car or a GPS that you can use. I mean, the insurance that we have for our children, my husband and I, we are able to monitor our youngest, his vehicle. So we're able to do that. And again, it's for safety issues. So that, there's a lot of technology that you can use. And this is something you want to have a conversation about. And, even signing them up with the Department of Motor Vehicles, if there is an accident, that your number is in the Department of Motor Vehicles system. So you will be contacted. There's a lot of little things that you can do just to tighten up the safety net that you put around your loved ones that might be aging, going through a decline, and you might not be there on a daily basis or a weekly basis, and you're popping in for the holidays. Mail, that's a huge one. Are their bills being paid? Are they getting all these solicitations for charities and they're thinking that they're bills that they have to pay?
Yeah.
But it's the local charity that maybe 5% goes to the charity and 95% goes to administrative work. So you might not be the best charity to give to. I'm sure we have some resources that you're going to be able to put on our website and to direct people to. But if you want to give me a call, if there's somebody that's getting ready to go see their loved ones, or after the fact, after the holiday, these are the things that you've noticed. Give me a call and we can talk about through our on-demand care management program, what it is, the next steps, And we always talk about, driving being the issue. I can tell you if driving is an issue, there's probably a half a dozen other issues that you're not even, you haven't even noticed yet.
Yeah.
So,
absolutely.
So, and it's the holidays. We want to make the most of them. And one of the ways that we can do that, and I'm going to steal your thunder here, Ryan, is, bring in a care partner to help with, at the home to make sure that mom's getting in the shower, a couple of times a week. One of my biggest pet peeves is oral hygiene, and you see it a lot. And if someone has dementia, think about it. If they have dementia, they go into the bathroom and they're going to, you know, take a shower. They're going to brush their teeth, and they go in the bathroom and they see the toothbrush on the counter, and they might forget, but then they remember brushing their teeth. And so they walk out, maybe they just wash their hands, maybe, and you'll ask them, well, did you brush your teeth? And well, yes, I did. And they remember brushing their teeth, but it could have been 2 weeks ago, the last time they brushed their teeth. And I dare say that there's not a one of us that would go a day if we could, if we didn't have to, without brushing our teeth. And now you have someone that's forgetting to brush their teeth. And so they've spent a lifetime taking care of their teeth. And in 3 months, they can do more damage and reverse all of that. So, you know, and I used to do this when my kids were little. You know, I would look at the tube of toothpaste. How can you be brushing your teeth? You're not even using any toothpaste. And I've had clients in assisted living facilities where I would go in, I would take that black marker and I would mark a line. This is where, and I'd go back, you know, maybe a month later, and, you know, they've used hardly any toothpaste. So, you know, look and see again, you know, are medications being taken? You know, the food, if the food that is in there is expired, well, what are they eating? You know, so there's a lot of red flags. And again, it can be overwhelming, and you have to address it carefully, because if you go in there and you start giving orders, you're going to do more harm than good.
For sure.
So, you know.
Well, appreciate that, Teresa. And yeah, we have a lot of blogs and articles on our website. And as Teresa mentioned, you know, give us a call at the office here and talk to Teresa, and she can help, you know, guide you through and give you some pointers. And again, if that conversation needs to be had, a care manager is a perfect person to help navigate that situation and that conversation. So if you have any questions or comments, put them down below, or you can send us a message directly on Facebook. As Teresa mentioned too, you can visit our website and select the contact us page, and that goes directly to us. Fill out the form. We'll get that information. We can reach out to you and schedule a time to talk. So Teresa, thank you again as always. And we thank all of you for joining. We hope everyone has a wonderful holiday season and enjoy the time with the family if you're going to meet them. And even if not, the socially distanced Zoom meetings, we hope you enjoy seeing them also. So thank you, everyone. We'll see you next time.